Welcome back, Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, to your weekly psychic and astrology reading for January 29th through February 4th. My name is Kristen Marie, and I'm a psychic medium located here in Pueblo, West Colorado, and I service online as well as local. So if you would like to get a session with me, just jump on my work list at www.moongirltarot.com. Okay, Taurus, let's go ahead and talk about the influences that are going to be happening throughout this week. Now, Monday, the moon is going to be in Virgo at the last degrees and is really going to set the tone of putting that, explore the service to yourself and the things that you want to do and really buckle down. Okay, you're going to really buckle down. This energy is going to carry a little bit more. The scales are going to go more from the focus of other people and more onto yourself and having that energy go. Now, there is going to be action and drive that is going to be caused by this communication that is going to come through. Now, this energy is going to be in your ninth house of Sagittarius, but this has a Scorpio and a Aquarius like quality, even though Mercury and Mars is in Capricorn. So Taurus, what does this mean for you and your astrology? This means that you're going to be careful thinking this week. You are going to be establishing knowledge. You are going to be carrying some authority, and you're going to be planning out this week carefully. So there's something going on in behind the scenes, and taking your energy and stress out of it, you're going to be expanding your mind, right? And it's not just going to be Netflix and fun and all that great Venus energy. You really are going to put decisions, highlight that energy and action. So that's why you have Mercury and Mars so close, side by one another, and things are going to be coming out of this. But what I want you to make sure is that you're going to need to do some quick thinking, and you're also going to take on some more tasks than you're used to. Some mental agility is going to be needed, and you'll need some help from others. Now, make sure you stay to the end of the reading for the love portion. I'm going to go a little bit further. And thank you so much for commenting, sharing, liking. Engagement helps me out. And personally, it encourages me. So I love it. I got a Taurus element in my sign, and I like that energy. I like to be acknowledged with that. So thank you so much, Taurus, for commenting on these videos. It really helps out. So I'll make sure that I give you that little bit extra about Venus and what's upcoming, okay? Because there is going to be things coming around. It's going to get a little complicated in a good way, right? Complicated in a good way, meaning there is going to be love showcased to you, and we'll talk more about it. So let's look at your overall theme. This is the overall theme of the energy that is going to be highlighted in each, sector of your life: earth, air, fire, and water, right? That's how everything kind of is. We're all the elements. So let's look at the overall theme for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising. Thank you so much for being here. I'm feeling the Taurus energy. I got a nice little cool mist in the background, so all this talking that I'm doing, it doesn't hurt my throat. And got a nice water cup here. I was like, hell yeah, I'm channeling the Taurus energy. Okay. I like that. So we have the Four of Pentacles upright. And one thing that I want you to notice is that in this background, this is Hecate's wheel. This is a deity. Look into it a little bit more. But she does help safeguard. Okay. She does come. She is a feminine energy. And there is a lot here. So Four of Pentacles upright does show Taurus energy. This is Taurus right here. This is also Taurus and Venus. Okay, so the overall energy is maintenance, abundance. Okay, but enjoying what you have, and also listening to see what others have to say. Okay, so there's steadfast energy, even though there needs to be some quick thinking. There is energy going to be presented to you. There's more behind the scenes. Okay, so this is a very deep overall card, because there are things that are on the surface and there are things happening behind the scenes that are going to further develop. And as we can see here, his baton, it's knocked over. So things are getting real. It's getting real. And the number 4, we have that element of spirit. We have the element of help, and definitely, your ancestors coming on in. So let's look and see what's coming up here for you. So when it comes to your work and finance, the things that you do, publicly in the world, people that you you work with, you know, all that energy. Let's take a look and see what that wants to say. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. And in this sense, when it comes to your work and finance, we are going to have that quick decision. Okay, so immediately you're going to be going into work probably, you know, Wednesday. And they're going to be like, hey, we need you to do this. Can you show up? You know, you're going to be on the spot. But it pays well. It's going to give you, it's a benefit. It is going to be your way, but there is something that's going to kind of like offset the scales and demand your attention. Now let's look at your finance. Let's look at your entrepreneurship. Let's look at other things that are coming in financially. We got more earth energy. So we have the King of Pentacles reverse. And this indicates that you are going to be going after it. You're going to be going for it. And if anything, you're looking at different options. You're looking at different places. You're looking at, you know, moving, you know, like outside besides the things, you know, and it's nothing to jeopardize what you have going on with your main source of employment, or even if you're, you know, at school. But there is more to it. This is leading you and setting you up for more possibilities. So this is good stuff. So maybe accepting this energy, you know, could help lead it to being recognized. But also make sure you're cautious. There's a lot of things that you do this week that is going to be foretold in the future. Now, when it comes to air, when it comes to communications with other people, this is communication coming, you know, in different directions. And then we'll look a little bit more about the communications, you know, with yourself and hidden messages. But from other people, we have the Five of Wands reversed. So we do have somebody coming up, right? We have somebody coming here forward and trying to make amends. And the energy and the passion, there's things that got a little heated, you know. And if anything, there's this person that just like wants you to stay. And I got the chills. For Leo, Sagittarius, you know, all of a sudden we're introduced with all this like fire-like energy, and it's coming from outside energy. It's not coming from you, Taurus, right? It's coming from the outside. So let's look at the hidden message, and especially like the intention of this energy, and you know, you can take it from there. Let's take a look. What is that? Like that hidden message. Whoa. Okay, so I got the chills. So we got, you know, the death card upright. We got Scorpio-like energy, okay? We got Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising. And in this sense, we do have that Pluto-like transformation. This is what I want you to pay attention, especially when I'm doing the astrology and the tarot, because it all kind of goes in. I read base of real astrology. Now, Pluto just changed signs into Aquarius, and it is going to be in your 10th house. There are things that are coming from the past that are going to resurface and have you like face this energy with yourself. But this is also coming again, somebody else is coming outside and trying to explain and redirect, if not their direction and yours. Okay. So either way, the communications that you're going to be getting is a deeper understanding, okay, from somebody else. This is going to be a lot of this. So this is going to be like the next like 20 years of positive change, positive attitudes, and understanding certain demanding businesses that come from other people. And also the psychology behind it, right? Because you have this person who did this thing, you have this energy coming out like from the past, but all of a sudden they did like a 180 and you're like, it looks like a 360, you know? So, I mean, they're still in the midst of change. They're still changing, and it's great for them. It's going good. And if anything, you know, you're getting this, you know, you're getting a benefit as well. You're getting a benefit. So the hidden messages is that it's not done. There's more work that needs to be done. So if you're going to go all in, not all the way. Okay, so when it comes to your, you know, your household, when it comes to water, we have the Page of Pentacles upright. So a lot of earth with you, Taurus, a lot of earth. And when it comes to your home, you know, it's secure, it's safe, it's good. And this also represents your children, also represents, you know, the people that you deal with, your household, your intimate household, everyday life. And you starting to have people like help. You're starting to have like even your children maybe starting to work. You're starting to see things like, you know, slowly come together, but you're also understanding this is good because change is needed. All right, let's look at your intuition. You know, let's look at what is screaming at you, especially by the weekend, right? Because when the moon goes into Scorpio, there's going to be a lot of truth that's going to be revealed. Look how things have like shifted here. So when we get to the end of the week, and when it comes to your, your intuition, I have the Devil card up right here for you. So this is a lot of sense of energy when it involves somebody else. It involves a choice that we are maybe not feeling so best about, okay? And when it comes to it, it's affecting, right? It's affecting your home life, and it's affecting some things. And I don't think that anybody really knows what's going on with your, if anything, you're keeping this to yourself, but eventually it's going to come out. It's going to come out. So your intuition is screaming at you like you're tied to this. You're tied to something else that's taking you away. And even though everything is kind of coming up good with your family, and things are being productive, there's something else that's like pulling you back. And you can get yourself, better. When it comes to love, and then when it comes to your personal passions, we have the World card up right. So when it comes to love, we do have something coming to like a full circle. We could have something coming to a first circle. And the World card is a wonderful card to have when it comes to love, even when you're single or together, because it represents a milestone. It represents getting to a point to where the both of you are proud of. However, you can't stay in this energy very long. It gets very stagnant, okay? So if you are in a relationship and you're like, this is great, we're really, really good, take my advice, break a plate, okay? If you ever watch my channel or see my stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Anytime the universe is going my way and it's going so good, and I happen to say, oh my gosh, I will have to break something, because if not, the universe will shake me up. You can't stay in that energy so long. It will move you. Okay, so when it comes to, singled Taurus and, Taurus rising, there is, you're comfortable, but there is somebody else coming your way to make you uncomfortable. Now, when it comes to your personal passions, the things that set your soul on fire, the things that you love, the things that, that don't involve anybody else necessarily. Let's look. We have your 9 of Wands upright. So when it comes to personal passions, there is something about yourself. Even I'm grabbing my crystal and I feel like nervous. Like there's something you're nervous about. You're not too sure. You want it to go through, and I feel like there's a lot careful thinking. There's a lot but honestly, like, believe in yourself. You're afraid to, get out there, but there is a move. There is something that is going to be shifting you, forward, right? And, Taurus, you might be dragging your heels, but the more that you go with the flow, the better it would be there for you. All right, so let's go ahead and go into your twin flame and soul connection reading. Now, a twin flame is one soul split in 2 separate bodies, and you usually meet your twin flame, some people do, around the ages right before your Saturn return, during your Saturn return, and the separation usually goes around that time. Now, not everybody has a twin flame, and it just kind of correlates with that. But soul connections, people have anywhere to 4 to 6 soul connections. Soul connections are people that are soulfully connected. It could be romantic or non-romantic, meaning it could, start off as hot and spicy, and then you turn out to be like the best friend of your life, but you're like soulfully, like you're involved with them and you love them, and it could be anything else as well. But this is going to be targeted to like a soulful romantic relationship. We're going to target it that way. And let's look at everything, okay? So when it comes to your twin flame, all right, Taurus sun, Taurus rising, let's look at your twin flame energy. Okay, let's get that. Let's see if you guys are on a separation and what's going on. Okay, so that's good. I feel like Taurus, you're dealing with a Leo, you're dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries, but there is things coming closer. Let's take a look, because I said separation, but there is something here. Yeah, definitely a Leo. So, you both are getting closer to getting to the end of separation, but that doesn't mean it's done yet, okay? I feel like this is like the second round in the sense. There's something more here that's going to be developed, and I feel like part of you, Taurus, you know, you feel closer to your person, but you know that there's, like I said, there's more work to be done. There's more things going behind the scenes that needs to be done. Now, when it comes to your soul connections, you know, when it comes to a separate soul, these are two separate souls destined to meet each other, destined to have an experience, and destined to learn. Let's look at that energy here. We have maturity. Wow. So there is this Pisces-like spiritual 12th house energy. I got the chills again when it comes to your soul connection. So this is a soul connection, you know, romantically involved, but also maybe a best friend, also in a separation, okay? Also in a kind of like in a strange kind of situation. So let's look at the overall message from your soul connection. Let's take a look there. Okay. Yes. Okay, so the energy and the passions have shifted. You know, that explains so much about your personal passions, Taurus. So you and your partner are redeveloping energy. And even through this separation, you guys are still discovering more things about each other. I think that's beautiful. I think that's wonderful. And it explains that even though there's things happening up front, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that are going to slowly be developed. I anticipate probably by the new moon. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for a wonderful week. Thank you for commenting, sharing, liking, telling your cool, weird friends about me. I'll see you then.